Hello there, this is Elena in my channel Enough. Today I'm saying enough torture, enough murder of people in Ukraine and in everywhere. We will talk today about the investigation done by the Insider and the Bellingcat about famous news which was a few days ago when we find out that this man in the cowboy hat tortured and killed a Ukrainian prisoner of war. And the investigation done by Insider and by Bellingcat closed this case and find out who is directly responsible for that. Who is the man in the hat. Case closed. There is an article in the Insider. I'll give you the link to it. It's called Case Closed. Sadist who tortured Ukrainian prisoner of war identified as Ochur-Suge Mongush, an Akhmat battalion mercenary. This man from Akhmat battalion, which is SOBR in Russian, it's called Special Rapid Response Unit, abbreviation SOBR. This unit is a part of Spetsnaz and part of National Guard of Russia, of Russian Federation, located in Chechen Republic in Chechnya. And this is what there is article about National Guard of Russia. You guys can find it as well. And the battalion Akhmat, the SOBR battalion, named after the first president of Chechnya, Akhmat Haji Kadyrov. And this is a father of modern days leader of Chechnya, Ramazan Kadyrov, which you probably heard of. And his force is called Kadyrovцы after his name. English-speaking people pronounce him like Kadyrov, but in Russian he pronounced Kadyrov. And the childhood friend of Ramazan Kadyrov, of the nowadays leader of Chechnya, is the leader and chief of that special unit, SOBR Akhmat. And his soldier, Ochur-Suge Mongush, was that sadist who tortured and killed Ukrainian prisoner of war. I won't show you the videos, of course, because, as you know, it is very hard to watch and it is outrageous, and I don't want to spread that. So let's talk a little bit about the investigation itself. The Insider and Bellingcat are famous investigators who I personally watched Bellingcat for about at least 8 years. And the investigations were done about lots of things, about the Boeing MH17, which was shot by Russian Buk missile, and the orders of Girkin Strelkov we talked about, and lots of other investigations. Recently, Bellingcat and Insider proved that about the war in Donbas, about who started it all in Crimea, about Girkin Strelkov, for instance, and his connections to FSB, that he was from FSB at the time. And you can see it in my videos on my channel. And please subscribe, don't like, and write comments. Otherwise, mostly trolls writing all these days, and it kind of helps to spread out the videos and show it to more people. So let's get to the investigation. Insider and Bellingcat, when they started to search for the person who did it, how to find out that this is the person who actually killed that prisoner of war and tortured him, and they find out not only who did it, but where it happened. It's a site of the Privolye. It's sanatorium, which is in Russian Federation and in USSR. It was a special place for people go as to not just for vacation, kind of like a resort. it's for health reasons, which would have medical doctors there and stuff like that, and they would look after Soviet and Russian people, and usually sanatoriums dedicated to certain health problems and stuff like that. And it was in Lugansk region, which is controlled by separatists, part of the Lugansk region. And so not just Ochur-Suge Mongush, but other fighters of Akhmat battalion took part in the torture. And the Insider even spoke with the torturer. Ochur-Suge Mongush is originally from Tuva. It's a Republican side of Russia. And he was born in 1993. And at first he tried to deny the involvement, but he wasn't smart enough to hide things, and he gave himself up, basically. And I ran into cases like that quite a bit, even in 2014. And Russian forces, Russian mercenaries, actually, even like Akhmat battalion, like a Wagner group, which by the Russian law they shouldn't be even existed. Russian law directly forbid mercenaries. Period. It's an article of the law which forbid it, and it's punishable. But yet now it's okay in Russia to have, like, I'm astonished how much in my country, Russia, law doesn't mean anything anymore. If before the full-scale invasion in Ukraine in February 2022, at least Russians were pretending that there is some sort of a law. Now they just drop all the pretense, and it doesn't mean anything at all. And this is one of the examples, like mercenary forbidden by Russian law. They are completely okay. Now, if before Russian government denied the existence of mercenaries, this and that, now they completely promoting them, and there are basically big signs on the streets which inviting people to join them, promoting them. This is disgusting and outrageous. So Tuva is a little republic inside Russia. With Tuva nationality people live there. It's on the border with Mongolia. You see how tiny is this, like, and how far it is from Moscow, which Moscow is here, and Tuva is over there. So it's another proof that in the Russian army they trying to learn the lessons from Chechen war and trying to get troops from far away remote parts of Russia, from small places, not like from big cities. So the heavy losses Russian army has in the war wouldn't be that visible and make that big of a problem for Russian government. So this is the Republic, and this is city Kizil, where that man lived for a while. And so this is how it looks like. This is Tuva. It's a republic inside of Russia. But now that man is a part of a Russian National Guard and Chechen group, and so on. And also, that man lived not only in Tuva, he lived in St. Petersburg as well, which is here. What else could we learn? I can tell, even just without any investigation, I would look at the picture, I would be surprised by cowboy hat. I lived in USSR and in Russia for many years, and when I moved to Canada, I was a bit over 30, so for 30 years I lived in Russia. I have never seen anyone wearing a cowboy hat in Russia. Until I moved to Canada. Right before I moved to Canada, I was waiting for my flight to Canada, and I seen a man dressed up in white suit, kind of nice suit with a white shirt, and he has a necklace kind of like cowboys wearing, and he has an amazing cowboy hat. It was very hard not to stare at him because I have never seen anyone wearing cowboy hat before. Now in Russia, probably from China, from somewhere, some people have a cowboy hats, but it's not common, and as he was trying to say in his defense, many people can have that kind of head. I kind of also doubt that, because really was not many people doing that. I hardly, even now when I visited Russia in 2014 and 2013, I did not see people actually wearing them. But this man does. So hat was one of the clues, as we can see later. And so when they looked at the hat, it was seashells decoration, and the brim, which was catching the eye, as they say. And the second clue was a black bracelet on his arm, on the wrist. And when he was torturing the person, he put gloves on and bracelet visible, and so on. And another clue was that car with the letter Z, which was the model of the car is IKCO Samand, four-door sedan made in Iran. And with a Z spray painted on the passenger door. When the Bellingcat and Insider started to look at the evidence and stuff like that, they find the different, at least they say 5 videos with the same cowboy, with the same bracelet, and it was on Russia Today and RIA Novosti, all Patrick Lancaster, it's pro-Kremlin blogger, foreign blogger, and Investigations and Portraits and Kadyrov 95. Researching all of this and finding the videos of the man with the hat and the bracelets and the car, which later he would deny that he even saw that car, but yet on the video Investigations and Portraits, and he was with the same bracelet and military shirt and the same armband on his left arm, and in some videos which was proven connected to him, there was the same car. That was the whole point of it. And the Russians, Bellingcat and the Insider investigated his face, looking at the social networks and so on, and find him with the Akhmat battalion fighters, and so on. That's how connections was proven. I won't go into details, you can read the article yourself. How would they find out about his, how could they even talk to him? How could they do that? Basically, Sadist phone and his new photos. There is a Russian famous social network, ВКонтакте. When that Ochur-Suge Mongush posted an ad that he lost his driver license and he gave his telephone numbers, which he using. That's how they could contact him, and apparently he even worked for Ministry of Emergency Situations before. And they had a conversation with him. And then my experience, and also they kind of, when they proving where the places happened, there are a whole bunch of tools and a whole bunch of ways to prove places, how to prove where something happened. In some of my videos, I given you link to the articles of Bellingcat, how to investigate in social media, how to find resources. Like they find the special, like they find the tree in one video, then they connected it to another one. They find the manhole cover and then they find it in different video. Even they find in cracks in the curb done in certain places. This is that sanatorium Privolye with the Mongush posing right in front of the sign, so he connected to the place where it happened, and the distance between this. And so when they got his telephone numbers, they tried to talk to him, and he was lying. He was saying that he wasn't involved, but yet his friends recognized him on that video and started to calling him and say, "Look, we saw you in the video." If they recognize him, his own friends, then definitely it was him on the video. He denied to hold the gun, and yet he posted pictures in the past where he holding the gun. So, and he confessed basically about that in the channels I was talked to you previously. RIA Novosti, Russia Today, and so on. Mongush saying that was him on those videos. And that's how it was proven that on the video when he torturing the Ukrainian prisoner, it's him. Because of very clear videos he admitted to being in before, helped to connect him to the case. His head, his armband, and the place where he has been, it was proven that he has been there. And he basically gave himself up in the conversation with the investigators. So what I'm trying to say that Russian Federation support mercenaries, which illegal by Russian law. Russian Federation committing the crimes in Ukraine. This is one of them. They committed similar crimes in Syria. They committed crimes when USSR was in Afghanistan. And I know that because sometimes, like one time I even was going in the public transport and I heard conversation of two Afghan veterans from Afghan war in Afghanistan when they were saying about basically killing the whole village of civilians and so on. And the problem is that these guys torturing people, they enjoying it. They publishing, they're stupid enough to publish themselves those videos in internet, as some people saw. The video he published, it was their doing, it was his doing. He proud of what he's doing. And I seen videos similar from, not exactly similar, but I mean the same people who was at the time in 2014 invading Ukraine, and Russian politicians, and Putin was denying at the time that Russians are even there. They were stupid enough, these people, to post their videos with the location, photographs with the location, where they were, and Vice News has investigated them, soldiers selfie they called. They taking selfies on the territory of Ukraine and yet denying that they are there. And so these guys, they posting themselves videos of torturing other people. They incriminating themselves, that they stupid enough to do that. And let's a little bit talk about why they're there in the first place. I wrote a post, and by the information from channel Popular Politics, they provided some statistics based on Russian official statistics, by the way. The post called "How much the life of a Russian for the life of a Russian: Discrimination in Russian Style." So according to the channel Popular Politics, the life of a soldier from Moscow Oblast, or Moscow region, was 3 times more than the life of a soldier from Buryatia, or Tuva, by the way. As we can see, 3 million rubles for the life of soldier, for the dead soldier that they're gonna pay to the family. If the soldier is from Moscow, Novosibirsk, or Tyumen region. But yet, if the soldier from Buryatia, Belgorod, Chelyabinsk region, Belgorodskaya region, Chelyabinskaya region, 1 million ruble, so 3 times less. And I did conversion, 3 million rubles, it's $48,212 US. And 1 million ruble, it's $16,071 US. So basically, life of soldier from Buryatia or Tuva, like that man in the head. We can see here that official portal of Republic Tuva is saying that the authorities of Tuva will pay for 1 million ruble to families of soldiers killed in Ukraine who took part in special operation. There it is, 1 million ruble. So it's kind of like here. 1 million ruble, it's $16,071 US at the day when I was converting it. So partly it's people who live in these regions are very poor. That's why sometimes they agree to go to the war and be signing a contract. But this guy is not even in Russian, how to say, official army. His unit is basically Department of Rosgvardia, which National Guards, which is supposed to stay inside Russia and deal with problems inside Russia. Also, the second thing is probably for those units, they're not doing psychological or psychiatrical evaluation of people, and they're giving them guns and sending them to kill. And those psychos, I can't call normal person who would do that. It's a psycho. They are fighting in Ukraine, they fought in Africa and so on. And these people torturing people, killing people. And this man now we know not only in the face, but we know him by name. It's Ochur-Suge Mongush. And he's a Russian citizen who killing people in Ukraine, torturing people in Ukraine, breaking the laws, international laws and Russian laws alike, and breaking the Geneva Convention. And we must know these people in the face. And I want to thank the Insider and the Bellingcat for the investigation. And I hope that he will be brought to justice, as well as the people who took part in that murder, and as well as their commanders, and as well as their high commanders, include especially Putin himself, who started that senseless, bloody war in Ukraine. They all supposed to be brought to justice and pay for the crimes what they have done. Thank you for your attention, and have a great day.